Guys, how's it going? This is Vitamin ZK's
Zuko.
and K Sizzle, and today we're gonna crack the customs with Mr. Game&Watch. Let's move on to the XXL Chef. Flings massive food, still inedible, lower range and slower, but more powerful. So this is as fast as you can keep shooting them out as I'm tapping the B button. And they are pretty big pieces of food. The lifespan on them isn't too high, as you can see. It did fall past the screen. So it moves slow, and some would think slow is a con, but in this kind of game, it could definitely be a buff of sorts, because when they're trying to recover, you want to cover as much space as possible, especially when you're throwing out multiple foods. You're covering a lot of options, so even though they might air dodge one of the foods, they might be hit by the second one. It does have a pretty nice damage at the start of it. It hits the frying pan, so it knocks them away. But it does have a lot of startups, so this is the beginning of the move. I haven't used anything, and then the first food comes out literally a second later. So you have to commit to that, as opposed to you're gonna see what Zuko's neutral B is, which comes out really fast. So it's a slow option, but still viable in my opinion.
Okay. I have the short order chef, which flings out little pieces of food. Damage is pretty bad. Deals 1% to 2. Pan sends them up, which is kind of interesting. Might even set up for something if you can only do one. But yeah, I mean, it's really just for annoying. You just send some stuff out really quick, you recover quickly, and then you're done. 3 at a time, do 3 more, and 3 more. And you can do that as much as you want. Off stage, it might be good for horizontal recoveries. Just it's like pestering, honestly. You're not gonna gimp them. You're not gonna kill them.
But it's constant hitboxes. Just imagine 3 little Falco lasers coming at you at weird ass trajectories.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I like it.
I like it
way
too.
Faster.
Definitely. They're both very good for edge guarding, and then yours is more for annoying. I probably wouldn't want to use this on stage because of the committing, but yours, you can just tap it 3 times and then move on to whatever you want to do. Yep. Alright, so we're gonna kill ourselves now. We move on to the next one, which, I mean, some people might call this problematic. I don't think it is, just because of the risks involved in this. This is the extreme judge. Now, only 1s or 9s will appear, but the latter, which is 9, is not as devastating as normal. So as you see there, I hit him with a 9. It did fine damage, maybe 20-ish, and he's still not dead there. So you get a strong attack, but the likelihood of you hitting 1...
Now,
well, we're getting a lot of 9s here for some reason, but the likelihood of you hitting 1 is way higher than you hitting 9. So I've gotten 10 1s in a row, I swear. When I did Nairo's custom move samples, I was just oh my god, this move sucks, because I'm never getting 9. And think about how much you're taking every time you land on a 1. 5%. 5%.
I didn't even notice
5%. 5%. So that's the risk involved. You hit them when it's not negative on hit, right? When I hit you with 1, you can. I'll shield there. Let's see. Hopefully, I don't get a 9 here. All right. So
I don't know if I can punish Game&Watch.
Yeah.
But slow.
Yeah, it's you're only gonna get 1s or 9s. So you don't have to worry about 2 to 8. But remember that you're gonna be taking a lot of damage at that risk. But you might argue that the reward is worth the risk. It's up to your interpretation and your preference. So I definitely want to think it's the most special of all of Game&Watch's customs, and I feel as a Game&Watch main, I'd probably throw this on just because I think Game&Watch does have trouble killing. So this might give you an option, even if it's a risk,
Might give you an option.
Definitely.
It is random.
You can literally get around 12 1s in a row and then just hate yourself forever. So just be careful with this. Remember, it's a huge double-edged sword, maybe triple-edged or something. So let's move on
to the chain judge, which instead of having a judgment or something that freezes you, burns you, gives you food, it's just gonna hit as many times as the number that displays. Now, I don't know what a 9 is gonna do, because I haven't gotten one yet, unfortunately.
You got one there. Try to be in the middle so they can see the number.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so that one can kill.
Yeah,
thankfully,
but the thing that throws me off here is it is multi-hit, so that means if it's a 9, I might be able to DI it. So hopefully
Alright.
I'm gonna... Whoops.
Oh, well, 1 was bad.
Whoops.
Yeah, alright. I don't know if you could DI it. It seems if I get a good number, the higher the number, the better positioning I get, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I couldn't really move. It was keeping me there, and I was mashing
Yeah, I'm gonna assume the 9 is weaker, just like in general, than the normal 9. Because you didn't like get completely devastated there. You just like definitely died, but it wasn't like murder. So yeah, I don't know how to call this. It seems okay, but I do like the random properties that the normal one has. Like, sometimes you can get food and heal yourself. Sometimes you can freeze them. Sometimes you can kill them at 0. This one, while it's interesting, and I have been getting a pretty good amount of 9s. Again, I don't know the probability of all these, or the other ones, in fact. But it's cool, I guess. Damage isn't great on it, honestly. Yeah. Like, it's okay.
And it does apply pressure for like a good period of time if you get into the high numbers. Who knows what that can mean for doubles, you know? Like, if you want to use it on people's shields, it gives a better chance for your partner to catch up to you, to help you if you're doing something that's unsafe. Yeah. So it has its useful properties.
Just shield it, I guess, and we'll show that it, like...
Yeah, so it's pretty good there. I mean, I'm Game&Watch, I have a pretty small shield, but it diminished it a lot.
You probably could have still punished me, but that, I mean... fact of the matter is that they are kind of stuck there, so it just depends on how you can apply that. Probably better in teams, but I don't know, it seems okay.
Yep. Let's move on to the heavy trampoline. Lower vertical distance, but you do more damage on the way up. So this still retains the parachute. It does more damage as far as knockback and regular damage goes, but you don't get as much distance. So when it comes to recovering, you're going to have a little bit more trouble than normal. It still seems like it's pretty good because you're not going to be wanting recovery from all the way down here. But if you want an extra kill power, extra damage, then this might be for you. It gets to the top of the battlefield platform if I do it from here. So yeah, there's that.
He might be invincible, but I don't know how to like test that. He is glowing and going white.
Yeah.
So how should we test this? It's like 3, 2, 1, and I'll jab, I guess.
I mean, you can go right here, start jumping and throwing the short order chef if you want.
Here. Well, I should do it. It seems like in the beginning would be where it is.
Oh, okay. Then we'll do a jab then. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah. We'll do it at 1. 3, 2, 1. So
startup. I don't know the startup on his jab.
3, 2, 1. Yeah. So
I did activate it. It's hard to tell. Honestly.
Yeah, it is, especially because it's so strong too that it might just like beat it out too. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, so it might invincible. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. I did press it there. 3, 2, 1.
You know what?
It's a bit hard to call. Yeah, if you guys know, then let us know. I'm sure the Game&Watch boards have definitely dissected it. Then let's move on to the trampoline launch,
which foregoes the parachute, kind of like Melee, and instead you're kind of just going pretty high. I don't know if it's definitely higher than the normal one, but it seems like it goes a pretty good distance. Does send them up with you. I don't think the range on how like far it sends them, like if I'm here and you back up a little bit, I'm not sure if you're gonna get picked up. Okay, so the guys hit you, but you don't get like pushed up by like wind, which I think the normal one does. So this one seems okay. They kill you there somehow.
I definitely think that the range is bigger when it comes to you recovering wise. Like a lot bigger. Just seems like you have a lot of room to work with there. So that's what you're doing. You're sacrificing recovery for recovery. That trampoline that can get you like from point A to point B just by moving back and forth in order to get a little bit more oomph when it comes to the vertical recovery.
Right. Yeah. I agree. Seems pretty good. Just maybe not like the best because you're losing the parachute.
Yep.
Which makes your recovery a little more ambiguous sometimes.
Alright, and now we're going to talk about the final 2 custom specials, and that is the Efficient Panic. The bucket fills more quickly, but it deals less damage. So as you guys saw right there, one shot covered that entirely, and does less damage. Look at that. That was... You normally don't see Game&Watch's bucket deal that less knockback and damage, so pretty crazy. But that's the reward you get, so that you don't have to use it that often to get those 3 charges, or sometimes 2, depending on what kind of energy you're absorbing. The range seems exactly the same.
It looks exactly the same.
That's the only item we have to show off right now, but just to show you that one shot, basically almost anything in this game probably will fill it up to 3, and you'll have a projectile to store. So, pretty cool.
It's cool, but like at the same time, the one really good thing about this was that it really scared your opponent if it ever got filled up. And there are so many things to fill it up in this game.
So many.
Like, it's becoming problematic. Like in teams,
is.
especially. But yeah, really weak. And as for me, I have Panic Overload, which is harder to absorb in terms of like range. So if you like put it over my head, it probably wouldn't do it. And we'll check that out later. But the reward is that the wave is gigantic.
Yeah.
So I don't really have to be near him. Now there was a lot of recovery in that. I keep doing that. Jump up. Let's see if we can like. Yeah. So
very, very specific.
Hit the bucket or don't get it at all. Now, I guess shield it to see the damage of the shield. Pretty good. I mean, these are lasers, so we're not really sure like how much it's actually supposed to do. But I want to just show off how long I was stuck in this. Like that was how long it took for me to shield. So you're getting that range, but you're really unsafe when you let this go. And I'm gonna kill myself just to make sure I still retain it when I get back. Yeah.
Yep.
So, a lot of distance, a lot of range.
Still has kill power.
Yeah, it's not like nerfed in kill power, I believe.
But its main shining point is that range.
But you're really unsafe if you ever land it. And in teams, that basically means you're gonna get punched. If you don't land it on like both of them, and your partner's not there to back you up.
All right.
Yeah, that sums it up.
That covers it up. So yeah, you know, the neutral specials are pretty cool in my opinion. They both serve different purposes, especially when it comes to edge guarding. Maybe Zuko's is a bit more practical. And the extreme judge, you know, weigh in on that. A lot of people like to think that, oh, you know, you can only get 1s or 9s, so that 9 is gonna be super like easy to get, but it's not that simple. It's very, very random. So let us know what you think. Like I just got it twice in a row. But I have literally gotten 10 once in a row before. It was like very frustrating. And then the change judge, you know, pretty cool, but at the same time, do you really want to miss out on the other things like turning them into ice or getting items in? So it's
and when it hits, and it's like it's not even like that safe on hit. Like unless I get like a pretty good number, he's not really going anywhere. So I might get grabbed.
Yep.
Not really put in a great position, even if my frame advantage might be there sometimes, you know?
And then the trampolines.
Trampolines. Heavy trampolines, cool. I like that one just because it's really offensive. Mine goes very high. You just lose the parachute. So if you don't need that, maybe use this one. And the buckets, in my opinion, aren't as good as the normal one just because... what is it called? The efficient one doesn't fill up it fills up immediately, but it's not strong. And mine, even though it's really big, I'm just open for so long, and I lose the ease of filling it up, which is really important. In fact, that might be the most important thing, is that you can kind of just throw this thing out and absorb anything near you.
Yep.
But now you can't do that anymore.
So let us know what you guys thought. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and we'll see you guys next time.
Later.